This video is sponsored by Square Enix. If you want to learn more about the game, a link will be down below. Alright, so welcome back to some more Gravel, and like I said in the last video, we're going to take a little bit more of an in-depth look at the game. So what you're basically looking at here is the career. It's not called the career, but it's essentially the career, and this is the first discipline, the Stadium Circuit Master, which was the trophy trucks. Then you do races in between to progress to Wild Rush Master, and you do some more races to progress to Speed Cross Master, to Cross Country Master, and then to the Final League, which is like a kind of combination of everything there, and then you do the final head-to-head race. But each discipline is essentially like a boss almost, and then you have to keep unlocking things, you have to do well in races. So you can get anywhere between 1 to 3 stars per race, and then it takes a certain amount of stars to keep progressing. So there it shows you finish at least first 3, finish at least third 2, and then complete the races 1. And you have lap race, checkpoint, lap race. It's a variety of different things. It's not always the same. There's elimination races. Here it says again checkpoint, lap race, smash up, which we'll talk about later, time attack, and more smash up. But we're going to jump into some stadium circuit with the trophy truck. Sorry, I was at a loss for words here, and I mentioned in the last video that this was probably my favorite mode or favorite part of the game, because it feels close to home. You know what I mean? It feels close to home. Plus, I absolutely love this track. It was so cool having the split side. Now, the first time I did it, I was wondering if the AI would always take the left side, because that's the side that it seemed to prefer the left side, but he does take the other one. Like a couple times I was sure I was going to be the only one on the right side, and then boom, he just kind of dove right in there and pushed me out of the way and took the right side. So they do take different sides here. It seemed that I think he was following us on one lap, but for the most part it seemed like he kind of stayed to the left side or the right side, depending on how you're looking at the track, I guess. And then we're going to hop on over to some Wild Rush Master here, which this track was the first one that I did. I mean, not here specifically, but it was the first track that I did where I was racing around at night, and I just loved it. It was so cool. I mean, you can see behind us, the guy behind us illuminating the back of the back of our car and the track behind us with his headlights. Graphically, this game is gorgeous. It looks amazing. It looks really, 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 really good. Whether it's at morning, afternoon, evening, or night, it looks awesome. Now, this track was one that was at nighttime. It was illuminated really well. Like, it wasn't too dark. And I did mention before that some of the tracks seemed darker than other ones. No tracks were so dark that I couldn't see anything. But just like this one, it was really comfy to be riding around in the at nighttime and being able to see everything. And then we're gonna hop over into some, what was it? Speed Cross Master. Now this one was really close to being, you know, whether I like this one better or the trophy trucks. This one was really fun. It was just, I struggled with it. So it was more about the drifting here. And I did mention you have the handbrake. And I didn't drift a ton here on the last lap because I didn't want to lose. It was important to me to get the win. I really wanted the win. So I didn't drift as much, but the drifting is pretty easy. It takes a little getting used to, but it's not that bad after you do it a few times. You do have the the handbrake. If you hit I think it's circle on PlayStation, because that's what I'm playing on. You can kind of drift and then be kind of careful, but when you start getting back on the throttle, you can control it, and you get points and stuff for drifting and for jumping farther and for carrying high speeds and stuff like that. So the Speed Cross Master, I really enjoyed this one a lot because it was fun doing the drifting. It felt really good, and it was really easy to pick up and learn. It wasn't extremely difficult. And then here's some cross country. This one, a lot of these I think were longer races just overall, because they were like longer, they were checkpoint races. So here, well, I think I talk about it later, but here you can see it at least right now. This was a checkpoint race, and it was a head-to-head. All of these were head-to-head. They were against the actual master of that discipline. You know what I mean? Like, after a few races, you'd come to basically the boss for Stadium Circuit Master. Then you'd go head-to-head against him. Do a few more races, come to the boss of the Wild Rush Master, go head-to-head against him. Speed Cross Master, go head-to-head against him, and so on and so forth. This was the cross-country one. And this one, I think this one was probably the easier of everything, because a lot of it, like there at the end, I mean, we were just basically going in a straight line, so that one wasn't too difficult. And then here, this is kind of getting into some of the different modes that the game has. So this is called Mashup, or Smash Up. Sorry, I'm saying that weird. Smash Up. This was really fun, but really hard. It was, because it was different every time, and sometimes you just go through the X's, you know what I mean? If you hit the X, you'll see what happens, I think, here. You don't stop, but it slows you down a lot, and sometimes it was tough, especially when you're using the bigger vehicles. It almost didn't fit, you know what I mean? Like, you just kind of clip the X once in a while, but really cool idea. I really enjoyed it, and there were shorter races here. No, somewhere we clip there. See, it just like kills your momentum. And again, medium difficulty all the way, and we only managed to get a third. Difficult, man, I'm telling you. It's difficult. Here's another mode. Time attack is one. I don't really show it, but time attack is a mode. This is elimination. A lot of you are familiar with it. Elimination's been around for a while, but this is elimination, which was a lot of fun. It was one of the options of the races when you're trying to progress in the career. And basically, it's what it sounds like. You want to be in front. You want to be in first place. It's all about being in first place, getting to the checkpoints, and then waiting however many seconds it is before, or no, you have time remaining, not a checkpoint. Sorry, my bad. You have a certain amount of time before you're in second, you're getting eliminated. So it just kind of goes from there. And then this one, this is Capture the Flag. So Capture the Flag is a mode that is in the game. As far as I can tell, it is not in single player though. It is only in multiplayer. And it took a while because when I go into multiplayer, a lot of the guys wanted to do the same stuff over and over and over again. And I was trying to get Capture the Flag, and I just couldn't get it done. But here, finally got some guys that were willing to do some Capture the Flag, and it was fun. It was hard. So after, basically, if someone has a flag, you go run into them, then you get the flag, and then you take it to the, you can see where it's illuminated over there to get the points. You get more points for capturing the flag, but you get like 50 points for bumping into someone and taking the flag. And straight up honest, sometimes it's not worth going after him. Like there, it wasn't worth it. So I pulled back, and then, hey, I'm going to be the first guy to get this flag, and we come by and miss it completely. And I was sure someone was going to grab that and just take it away from us. But we do grab it, and I was lost. Clearly it's on the left side, but looking at it now, I see it. But playing it, man, tunnel vision, I didn't see that. And I was just desperately trying to stay away from him because I was going to score. I was going to make sure I got this flag secured no matter what. And you can see the little arrows showing that they're getting close, and I was getting kind of worried, but yeah, we scored. So we did deliver the flag one time. So this was another feature, but it's only in multiplayer. So those are some of the different modes, and I kind of went through the disciplines and the different modes that are in the game, and I don't know, I like it. I think it keeps it fresh. It's something different instead of doing the same thing over and over all the time. When you want to try something different, go try some Capture the Flag in multiplayer, and it's hard. It's harder than it looks, and yeah, I struggled to get that flag. Look at that, man. My driving skills are definitely not that good, but I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. You guys and girls are absolutely amazing, and until the next video, take it easy.